Dylan, were you aware of that record that you broke on Saturday, the 20 consecutive completions?
I'm not aware. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, we're 2-0. That sounds a little better. So, yeah, it's cool. Yes, sir.
Dylan, where do you guys look to maintain the edge this week? As you come off of that performance, you obviously had an edge going into it. So how do you maintain that?
Yeah, I mean, it's just our process. It's not looking forward, not looking back to anything that we did, and it's just focusing on the next task at hand and the next operation that we got going on. So the guys understand that they're focused, and I think that's the biggest change from last year to this year is guys are not worried about outcomes, and they're not worried about the next thing that happens, but they're worried about right now and the process that leads to those outcomes that come in the end.
Coach talked yesterday about just being upset at halftime. When you look at the score and you see it's 33-0. How did you see the players around you, take his message?
Oh, we took it. That's our leader, and that's our guy that we trust and that we love and care for tremendously. So when what the head of the snake says that, we respond and we take it seriously. And I think as we went out after half and we went back out there, defense got to stop and the offense went down and scored. So he just challenged us and we answered the call. And I think when you have those types of moments, it builds a lot of team character and when you have a coach that cares that much when you're up 33-0 at half, you got something special.
Anything when you look back at tape that stood out to you that maybe didn't happen right in the heat of the battle?
Yeah, there were two instances. We got inside the 5 on, it was first and goal on the 5 and we didn't score. So that's 2 weeks straight that we haven't punched the ball in the end zone, and that's unacceptable. And we'll make sure to get that fixed. But other than that, I thought we played a clean game. There was also, the defense got a turnover and we went 3 and out. So if you take those two instances and clean it up, the outcome might be a little different. But at the end of the day, it's all part of learning, and guys are aware of it. So we're on high alert.
Hey, Dylan, FCS team this week, 11 a.m. What are the challenges of just keeping that level you guys played with the last 2 weeks at home here at 11 a.m.?
Yeah, well, first, like you said, we're playing at home, and when we play at home, no one comes in and bullies us around in our home field. And I mean, the team doesn't matter if it's Houston Christian or if it's Michigan State. It's not us playing the team, but we're really playing against ourselves and our standard. And if you look at it from that standpoint, there's really no excuse for us not playing at a high level. And we set the bar last week, and we're trying to find ways to raise the bar and keep attacking and keep growing.
The coaches have been pretty complimentary of the pre-snap work you've done. How much extra work does that require of you during the week to get to that point?
Mm-hmm.
And I guess, what does a normal week of preparation look like for you?
Yeah, that's part of my job, and that's part of playing quarterback. So I'm a command coach for giving credit, but at the end of the day, that's what I signed up for, and that's what I do. But yeah, I mean, this is a normal week. Like, I try to stay a day ahead of everything. Sunday morning I'll get up and watch the tape and kind of put the last game to bed, and then Sunday night I'll just scroll through some games on the tape and kind of get a feel for what they run, what their personnel is, and then Monday, I'll dig deeper in the morning, and then Monday night I'll have the game plan, and by Tuesday, when we come out and practice, Tuesday is our bulk of our day, and when I'm out there, I'm not trying to figure out what's the defense running. I have a good feel, and I think when you look at it, that practice is the most important thing, and nothing, everything that you do, all the meetings, all the tape, all the everything that you get, it all doesn't matter if you don't practice good. So yeah, I think it's just I'm trying to stay ahead, so when things come up in the week, it's easy to adjust and kind of attack.
Is there a point in the week where they'll come to you and say, "All right, here, what plays do you like?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's normally after Wednesday, leading into a Thursday, but I mean, guess it's really all the way up till Friday till we report at the hotel, and I mean. Hoge's got a good feel for what we like and what we're good at, and if it doesn't look good in the week, we're not going to run it. So he's smart about kind of understanding what I like and what I don't like. But there's those conversations happen Wednesday night, Thursday, and get fine tuned before the hotel and the game.
What's the communication like in your helmet during the game? I mean, do you try to get up to the line quick so they can say a few things to you before the 15-second point?
Yeah, it just depends on the tempo of the offense we're trying to run. If we're trying to go and go fast, it's normally just like a one word and kind of it's been discussed throughout the week, so I kind of can get everybody lined up and get us moving. But if it's in the huddle, it's the whole play call, and then maybe here's a few reminders here and there. But he does a good job of getting me the play call, and then basically get up to the line, and he doesn't really speak when we break the huddle, and it's kind of just whatever we're seeing as an offense, and what we talked about all week is just what goes out there.
Can we expect to see any more spin moves in the near future?
Yeah, I should have stayed on my feet. And got in. But, I mean, I don't know. It was just a reactionary thing. I wasn't really thinking about spinning, but I guess the guy tried to hit me on the outside, and it just so happened to somehow make my way spinning.
Coach Rhule had, really kind comments for that one throw, your last touchdown throw to Dane, but Dane had come all the way across the field. That's a kind of a veteran move. Is that something you guys work on, or is that just something he understands instinctively and got over the corner?
Yeah, so the actual play call, he's running that way in the play call. He's my third progression in that play. But, I got flush, and Dane is so good, and, he's a veteran, and he knows that when he gets in that area of the field to kind of just make eye contact and get in phase with me. And, he made a great catch. The guy got his hand in there. He was squeezing so hard that they couldn't overturn it just because of the control he had. And, yeah, that was a good grab by him, and that was a fun way to kind of end the game for the black group.
Did you throw that one? Have a little more torque on it, or?
That's just kind of how, I don't know. When I throw it, I'm not thinking about torque and mechanics and all that. That's kind of why you prepare the way you prepare. And maybe it jumped out of my hands, maybe it didn't. I'm just glad we scored.
Does that throw, does it require a certain level of confidence that you have in him? I mean, just because the precision and the timing has to be so exact on that.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you get down in the red zone, Coach Thomas always says things tighten up and the windows get shorter. So, if he's a split second later, I'm a split second late, that ball probably doesn't get off, and I either scramble or throw it away. But, our plays are repped so detailed, and they're repped so many times that we know the pros and the cons of each play. And, it was just so happened that we made a pretty good play on that.
What did you think in that game about the way that the backups at running back played? They obviously didn't get the reps that everyone wanted in the first game. A lot more last week.
Yeah, I don't think the running back position is to look at as a backup in a 2s and 3s standpoint. It's more of like a rotation. They go in on when they go in, and they all have the same standard. Emmett's a great vet for that room, and he sets the bar, and they're always trying to chase it, and they're damn close. So I think they played elite. Makai came in, Quinn came in, got a score. Makai came in and runs the ball tremendously hard, and those guys work so hard, and I think a lot of their work gets overshadowed by how great Emmett is, but. I think those guys, as the season progresses and the wear starts to win on people, I think you'll see more and more of them.
Thanks.
Thank you, guys.